What's up, everybody? Today we're here to talk about two actresses who are reportedly blacklisted. According to this article here, Rachel Zegler and Amber Heard have been blacklisted from Hollywood. Now, is that true? As much as I'd like to believe and say that that's true, taking the direction that people are creating content and entertainment nowadays, I don't know. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. Now, this article is talking about a couple of actresses that have been blacklisted, like Lindsay Lohan, for instance. But we're just going to go ahead and have a look at the Amber Heard and Rachel specifically. Now, with Amber Heard, if you've been following the whole dilemma with Johnny Depp, and if you watched the trial, you probably did, because that was like big news, you know. It was very clear from her statements and from her so-called evidence that she was lying through her teeth. If you are a Johnny Depp fan like myself, I mean, I love Johnny Depp's work. I don't know him personally. Like, I'm not that kind of person that follow actors or actresses and as my role model to life. But sometimes you just look at an actor and you admire their work. Like, that's how I felt about Johnny Depp. And at the beginning, when the whole Amber Heard situation exploded, the studios were very harsh into making a decision. You know, Johnny Depp was just no longer Jack Sparrow. He was no longer in the Harry Potter movies, right? I forgot what's Beastly something. I mean, it doesn't matter because those movies were not that great anyway, so that's totally fine. But obviously it's not fine for his career, not only to say his reputation. And it turns out that after that trial, it was pretty clear that she was full of shit. Let's just be real. She was not telling the truth. I mean, one of the things that we are very capable as human beings is reading people's faces. We kind of know when someone is lying. We feel it. And the way that she was talking and overacting, it was clear that she was just a kind of, saying a lot of lies. I mean, I'm pretty sure they had horrible fights, but it's very clear that she was the one who was very physical towards him. I mean, the guy lost a finger. Come on. And then her bruises, she always kept saying that he beat her horribly. But one of the points from that trial is that Johnny Depp is always wearing these heavy rings and she never had marks on her face. I mean, how come she was... if everything she was saying was true, she would have a lot of medical evidence, which she couldn't really say she had, because apparently they said, oh, she didn't go to the doctor. Anyways, that trial was very bad because people kind of just saw the truth. But let's see what the article is saying. Amber Heard has now been reportedly added to the list of being blacklisted in Hollywood. Amber Heard began her acting career in the mid-2000s with small roles in television such as Hidden Palms and The O.C. Her breakthrough came in 2008 when she starred along Seth Rogen and James Franco in the film Pineapple Express. I don't even remember her in that movie. Wow. However, it was her role in the 2011 film The Rum Diary, opposite Johnny Depp, that garnered significant attention and marked a turning point in her career. It was on a set of this film that she and Depp began a relationship, eventually leading to their marriage in 2015. Now, Amber Heard is best known for her role in 2015 when she portrayed Mira, the Queen of Atlantis, in the DC Extended Universe superhero films Justice League 2017 and Aquaman 2018. Amber Heard's personal life deals with a highly publicized and contentious legal battle with her former husband, Johnny Depp. Both Depp and Heard have accused each other of domestic violence, and their legal dispute have made headlines around the world. These legal battles have not only drawn attention to the issue of domestic abuse, but also been a source of controversy and media scrutiny. Well, And then, according to SK Pop, reported that Warner Brothers had taken a decisive step to curtail her role further, reducing her character to a mere cameo appearance. That's in the new Aquaman movie. This movie has ignited considerable discontent, with both fans and critics questioning the studio's decision to retain her amidst ongoing controversy. I beg to differ, because I believe fans are way more upset that she even has a cameo, you know, after all that she pulled off. Obviously there are those who are going to be on their side, and truly I think what happened between those two we'll never truly know. But one thing is for sure, she didn't have the evidence to prove that Johnny Depp abused her in a way that she said. Even there was no other testimony of other women. Even the ones that she mentioned turned out to just be in Johnny Depp's favor, which means that if he had way more evidence, that doesn't mean just because he had more money, but it means that he was telling the truth. He had photos and videos and all of that. I mean, come on. It's weird that people still think that there are fans that will criticize the studio and stay on their side. Guys, one of the things that really annoys me in entertainment nowadays is that sometimes, you know, token characters. I'm not saying that Mira was a token character. What I'm talking about is culture nowadays. Like there's creating this so many characters that are like token characters, and they'll say, let's make her female. That does not automatically makes a movie good, you know, or bringing diversity doesn't automatically make something good. Something is good if the story is engaging, if the story makes sense. Everything that is forced just doesn't work. Now, it's not really the case with Mira. I think that she brought that on herself, because she, I mean, I don't know. That trial, I think it tells a lot about her personality. Now, let's talk a little bit about Rachel, right? Because she was another one that, according to this article, has been blacklisted. Now, if you've been following the whole Rachel drama, I also would say that she brought that on herself. Why? Because she's been doing PR for Snow White, a movie that hasn't even come out yet. And she has nothing good to say about Snow White. And I'm not even joking. I wish I were, because it's just very weird that you have an actress that is just bashing the original movie, bashing the original character, saying that the prince is a stalker and that it was just no longer 1937. And nowadays she's just going to be a different Snow White. Again, another boring character no one wants to see. Totally missing out on the story, the original story of Snow White, which was actually about vanity. And other themes, of course. But let's see what the article is saying. As for Rachel ZEGLER, many Disney fans already have heard her name in the news. ZEGLER got her start from the audition tape from her lead role, Maria, in the Steven Spielberg's highly anticipated remake of the classic musical West Side Story, which, by the way, was shot at the Steiner Studios, my school, where I study. I didn't see any of them. I wanted to see Steven Spielberg, but I didn't. I wouldn't care for seeing Rachel, but I wanted to see Steven Spielberg. Anyways, continue on. Rachel ZEGLER is set to star in Disney's live-action Snow White, which has sparked controversy. ZEGLER has made comments that she would replace the 1937 version of Snow White that Walt Disney created himself. And then we have that famous phrase where she said, I just mean it's no longer 1937. ZEGLER said, we absolutely wrote a Snow White that she's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love, and yada, 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 yada. Nothing new here. The reports indicates that Rachel ZEGLER is also in the same boat, but it's important to know that nothing has been confirmed. Okay, guys, so take this news with a grain of salt. I mean, with Amber, I kind of think this has really happened, because it has been confirmed already that she's literally like seconds in the Aquaman movie. Like, she probably will be mentioned, but she's just not there. She won't be a big part in the movie. And according to other articles, ZEGLER has already been replaced in another upcoming movie, The Paddington, if I'm not mistaken. I did cover it in a couple of videos ago, but now I forgot which movie was it. It's not confirmed that she was fired from Snow White, but it was confirmed that she was replaced from another movie. So maybe she's going through the same situation. Both actresses have their fair share of supporters and potential roles lining up in the future. Okay, I guess, yes, if you're saying, if the article is saying she has supports, fine. It's hard to believe because, I mean, if you like, why would you want to watch Snow White? Because maybe it reminded you of that fantasy, that original animation. And bear in mind, the Snow White was very, very important for animation because I believe it was the first feature-length animation. And not only that, like I said, it's a fantasy story, it's make-believe, and it's just, it was never really even about the prince. The prince is not even that much in that story. It was always about vanity and how like the evil queen was so evil and vain that she wanted to kill Snow White because, oh, the mirror said she's prettier than me. It's very weird that, you know, if they are indeed blacklisted, I wouldn't doubt, because I don't feel like really supporting any movies that these actors are there, because, you know, I'm just tired of seeing people that are basically, how can I say, or how can I put it, ungrateful, you know, because people would die to have roles like Snow White or be Mirror, for instance, and you have these people that, you know, have these opportunities, but just they're so taking it for granted, bashing the characters, saying that absurd stuff. I think Rachel even said that, oh, we have scenes with the prince where people are gonna think maybe that's a love story there, but that might be cut out. You never know, this is Hollywood. Like, she's even saying stuff like that. That's disrespectful even with your co-worker, you know, the actor that was hired to do that role. Like, imagine even listening to this kind of crap. But anyways, guys, do you really think they are in a blacklisted? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop your comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Bye.